Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Thursday Thought. We are in my office today, and the thought for today is that I realized recently, after having some interactions with people, especially after my foot was stepped on, that I am a lot more desensitized to horses than I realized, because I realized that as I'm working with horses and stuff like that, a lot of things don't freak me out as much as a lot of people. I'll tell them, oh yeah, I did this and this, and they'll be like, you did that? Like, gosh, how do you even do that kind of stuff? That's scary. Or, just different things like that, like picking up their feet. How are you not afraid that they're going to step on you? Or, talking about riding bareback and talking about, walking around them and bossing them around when they're being dumb. And it's just so funny because even though I still have a respect for them, and obviously Dash is reminding me that I need to have a respect for them by stepping on my foot and almost breaking it, I am so much more comfortable around them than a lot of people. And, it's not something that, like, you even realize. It's like all of a sudden one day you're just doing all the stuff that when you were younger and first starting out you would never think of doing. I mean, that's like when I first got Buddy, I was 12, so I was still little, and I had never done the whole going out to the pasture and getting the horse that I needed for my lesson. Like, that wasn't something that I normally did. Normally I would come in for a lesson and the horse would be up already, and they'd be like, oh, he's in this stall or she's in that stall. And the first couple times I had to do it by myself. Well, the first time that I did it by myself was when I first bought Buddy, and he was at the barn that I bought him from, and I had to go out there and get him, and he was being bullied by the other horses. And while I was putting his halter on, the horses kind of scared it, like kind of were like messing with him, so they pushed him down onto me. I was standing downhill. He stepped on my foot. I pushed him off, and then they pushed him back on me, and he stepped on my foot again. And so when we went to the new barn, and there were new horses, and it was a bigger pasture, there were more horses out there. I just remember the first time I was like, Mom, like, I need you to go out there with me, just to be with me, like, And now, like, it's like, who cares? Who gives a, It's funny because I'm more confident now, and I go out there, and if somebody's messing with me, I know what to do. Like, none of those horses scare me. And then my horses, where before I wasn't the one feeding them when I was 12, and on top of the fact that we didn't have a bond, so Buddy would see me and he'd run, and I'd have to chase that horse all over the pasture. So then I started bringing food out, and that's when it started becoming easier. It wasn't at first. And I'd have to chase him once, and then he'd realize I had food, and then he'd come. And then after a while, he, as soon as he saw me, he would walk up to me. And anyway, it's just hilarious because I just realized that recently, just being around a lot more people that don't really know me that well, that I'm getting to know, and I talk to them about horses, and they're just like, and it's just so funny, because you just don't really realize how desensitized you are until you get around people who are very sensitive to it. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this thought, and I'll see you in the next one.